We have been major supporters of AOC or Aidan O'Connell over the last year since his first snap as a rookie for the Las Vegas Raiders. Mainly because yes, he's been a big time key point of success, later round pick for the Raiders, even though they traded up for him last year in the 2023 NFL Draft. And I think there's a couple of reasons. Well, five reasons that Aidan O'Connell is ready to shock the NFL and really ready to take a big step forward in year two in the league. And so we're going to go ahead and start it because there's a couple of things here that we have to keep in mind. Like, I'm not saying he's going to be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, but I think after this season, he's going to show people that he could be a really, really, really good quarterback in the NFL, maybe even a top 5 when it's all said and done. So the number one reason I think that Aidan O'Connell will shock the NFL, I think he's got the best supporting cast in the NFL. So when you just look at the pure wide receivers and the pure running backs and the pure everything around him, I think that everything all encompassed is going to be very, very good. So you look at Devontae Adams, you look at Jacoby Myers, you look at Brock Bowers, you look at Zeus in the backfield. The weapons, just the pure weapons that we're talking about, this is arguably the best arsenal that you have. And I think that takes a lot of pressure off him, and it puts him at a spot where, hey, all you need to do is hand off the football and distribute it, and the Raiders will be in pretty good shape. And you couple that in with the second reason, a top 10 defense. Yes, the Raiders did have a top 10 defense in scoring last year. Technically, they were number 1. We'll do another video about the Raiders defense in a bit here, but they had a top 10 defense in a lot of different categories last year, with Antonio Pierce leading the way there. So you have that. You have the best, arguably the best weapons in the NFL. You have a top 10 defense, and you have a second-year quarterback that's going to be pretty dang good. I think that's a couple of reasons right there. Number 3, the improved offensive line. So Jackson Powers-Johnson is going to come in immediately and start at either guard spot. He got a little bit of run there at left guard during minicamp there, rookie minicamp for the Raiders, and so it's going to be interesting to see where the Raiders put him with Dylan Parham. But if you look at just across the board, my only question mark about this offensive line really is right tackle when it comes to the rest of this thing, because if Thayer Munford can come in and do some great things, that's fantastic. But you also have Dalton Wagner, that I'm really excited about, and maybe he could push for a starting spot. So, yes, improved offensive line, arguably a top 10 offensive line in the entire NFL, coupled with the weapons and defense. Yeah, you got to love that. Year 2 with Antonio Pierce is the 4th reason. So you can kind of tell that Antonio Pierce and Aidan O'Connell, they've got a pretty good relationship. And Antonio Pierce has done a fantastic job of standing behind Aidan O'Connell with a lot of the adversity that they faced last season, and you can just feel that there's no toxicity there. There is a great working relationship, and Aidan O'Connell has a very good amount of faith, it seems like, in Antonio Pierce and what he's going to do with the defense. Aidan O'Connell will take care of the offense, and I think the Raiders will do a lot of good things together with those two at the helm leading the way. And then finally, and the last reason is Luke Getz. So a lot of people don't know this, but over his last couple of years as the OC for the Chicago Bears, Luke Getz has done a fantastic job of having the run game lead the way, and then the rest of the offense support that. Obviously, you had Justin Fields there helped out, and that was a big reason as to why the Chicago Bears had a fantastic run game. But at the same time, if you look at the running game over the last couple of years, the Bears were the best team in terms of stopping the run and running the football. So Zeus is going to get his thing. He might be one of the bigger backs to get in this thing. But when you have a great running game, you have a better supporting cast, you have a top 10 defense, and you got a head coach that believes in you, you really cannot come up with a better reason. Like Aidan O'Connell, there's no reason in year 2 that he should not majorly step up and be really honestly be a top 10 quarterback with the supporting cast, with a better defense, and everybody around him, and especially with a head coach that believes in him. That's definitely a big part of this. So I'm really excited for Aidan O'Connell. I think that we should be looking for a big step forward in year 2, and I think that he will be a major reason as to why the Raiders will be in a much better spot heading forward. And so. But at the end of the day, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let us know what you guys think about our 5 reasons that Aidan O'Connell will shock the NFL.